Hello. There we go. There we go. Turn this down. That's about the right level. There we go. Keep it going while you can still hear me. Anyways, hello guys. Welcome to our stream as I set everything up. Good shit. There we go. Got it all going. Oh boy. Why's the YouTube one so small now? I don't know. There you go. Don't know what that was about. Anyways. There we go. Welcome guys to the podcast as I turn on the cameras here. Say hello, all that stuff. We're gonna go here. Where's my camera? There we go. Look at that. All fancied up, what have you. As I move over to do my usual spot, I really need a better setup. But oh well, here we are. So what we got. But welcome guys, welcome to the stream this Friday. I'm going to be doing a little bit usual, but a little bit differently here. I have a little intro part here I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing, not a Pokemon unboxing, but a unboxing, as Gigi runs around as a little shadow spawn as she is. Yep, so she'll be running around in the background. Hopefully the music is not too loud, or at least I'm louder than it, but not horribly, quality wise. What are you trying to do now? Yes, hi. Yes, I know. Yes, I fed you. You weren't fed, but you have been fed now. Anyways, so you might see me looking around because the cat's kind of hyperactive today. Glenn's been busy with work and life stuff for the last few days, so it's been me stuck with her. So she's freaking out. So she might try to hop up or something like that, or I might yell at her because noises and knocking stuff over. But anyways, so yeah, so for the first half here, we're going to be unboxing a new product that just came out from a game that a lot of you may have heard me be talking about. I know I still have the audio recording of the group of us guys kind of sitting together talking about 9th edition. So I'm going to do some editing on that, kind of get the points around. I think I might want to redo it now since we've actually had some more time to play 9th edition and actually got a proper sit down because we have the mic now and all that stuff. But that's something I'll work into. It is a video I want to do for the store. I want to do some like sort of like how-to videos and kind of like talk about stuff and points of views and all that. But that is not the video for today. I'll do probably a little ramble before we start, but we're going to be unboxing a game that I've been loving. Miniatures game that I've been working on. Take a look at the new ones that just came out this week. So we'll take a look at that. It'll be the second or third video on YouTube to ever do it so far as of the point of this recording. What else? We have a game, but we're going to play a game today with Brody. We're playing my new favorite game, my new favorite FPS that just come out. It's not outstanding. It's not Doom Eternal levels of epicness. It's a game that is still basically just bare minimum, but it's made by a company of like 10 dudes who really love history and love their game, and they just work with everyone in the community to try to get this thing going. So we'll be playing with Brody. It is a talking game, like it is a very cooperative, you need microphones. So as a warning, conversations online are not monitored, so you might hear some horrible things maybe, but for the most part, what it sounds like from what a lot of the people I've played with in the games of playing it over the years is they're very not degenerate like Call of Duty and stuff, so it should be fine. Just a warning, I can't control what they're saying, and you might hear a lot of overlapping speaking because you have your commanders talking to your sergeants and your sergeants talking to your squads. That's a little hint for those who might know what I'm talking about. But Brody is waiting for me, so I'm going to get this started quickly. And yeah, if you guys want to say hello, I see someone has hopped into the YouTube chat there. Hello, official. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I'm not too rambly for you, but we're going to get into it. So starting with the, and if you can notice why I keep looking to the side here, as you can kind of see in the reflection behind me, my TV is on the side there, so that's where I look. The camera's like right in front of me here, and I have a cat in the window over there, so I got 3 sources of distractions I got to keep my eyes on. So if I'm all over the place, that's kind of what's going on here. This cat is a wildy one, and she doesn't like that no one else is home. So yeah, and of course, last little sort of point here that I make every start of these streams. If you guys want to see any particular board games, video games, card games, RPGs, you want to see us play them and stuff, or kind of ask us questions, hey, stop it. You want to see any of that? Again, we have the shelf of knowledge, all the board games, all the books, all the RPGs, all the miniature games. You want to take a look at that? Go ahead for it. Now you decided to stop. Hi. Really? I fed you. Anyways, so yeah. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to always ask. I can always answer questions during our streams and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna hop in right here, fix the camera because I've bumped it. The cat's gonna run away, and we're gonna turn on. I was unable to. I know last time I was talking about getting a new camera set up. Unfortunately, the camera what we have does not work with the as a web camera of sorts. So if you guys know a good decently priced sort of like camera that has zoom and auto fixing and lighting and all that stuff, that would be great for fine detail looking on, like say when I do model painting. That either can be just directly plugged in as USB and work as a camera like that, or I can HDMI out into a capture card and use it basically as a screen and capture that as the recording. Please leave a message in our Discord or on our YouTube pages or social medias. I am in the market looking for one. I need one badly because the other cameras I have here kind of suck, especially with the changing light and stuff, and how the cat likes to run around and bat things and move it and all that. So anyways, so if you guys have anything on that, please feel free to leave it down in the description. And we're going to get into the start. I don't think I need to talk about anything else. No. Anyways, so for those who know me, I love, I'm getting really into historicals. Me, like a lot of other people, just kind of find 40K and other games like it to be very sloggy. It has a lot of issues. A lot of the players are very, very uptight. They don't, like, they're very rules lawyery. It's a bad place to play right now. And again, I'm going to get into more video about that I want to get in a video with Bryce and Mike. Definitely have two opposite sides of it. Talk about it, and that might be a podcast of sorts. Talking about like how meta in game has changed and how it's kind of like what's it like to be a gamer, where to start, sort of thing. So try to get a video like that. Anyways, so because of that, I've definitely lost my love for 40K, and I still want to play miniature games. I'm still going to paint up my sisters. I'm being very selective of what I'm buying. I'm not going to buy every new model like I used to when I was playing. I'm going to buy only the ones that I think was really cool. Like I always thought they needed, and in the lore it has described this, that they needed a Predator or an airship, or the repressor that they used to have before they got discontinued. They needed a tank because in the lore they had them. And now this new Predator that's coming out that everyone's crying about is the answer to that. So I'm going to get that, of course, but the rest, I'm like the shield halberd chicks, the mech suit ones, I'm not going to get, like, because I'm not playing the game, and I have a lot of models as it is. So to refill this void, besides Age of Sigmar, which I really love, I find a lot of people that play that aren't as bitchy as those who play 40K. So I'm sticking with that, still with Korn. GG's doing something, she's running around in the corners. But I've picked up Bolt Action. It's a World War II game. It has one of the most unique mechanics I've seen in the game, as I hear GG bashing things in the hallway. You always have a turn, just kind of like Infinity, except for whereas Infinity that you have reactions and stuff, and the D20 system, it's old school 4th edition, 5th edition Warhammer, so more old school classic tabletop war game. But it has, for each unit that you've deployed or in your army, you put an activation dice or a token or a number, something into a random pull draw system. And whoever's number, color, dice, whatever gets pulled, you can select one unit, or if you're playing a massive game, multiple units in a section to do an action. And it definitely, it basically it does one of the more better ways I've seen reflect a sort of more historical war or battle. So as things change and as dudes come in, the amount of actions you get and attrition and ammunition and tanks and support you get fluctuates with the game. And even though I may have got maybe once or twice a little bit salty about some rules, or maybe had to flip a lot through the books and like play against definitely a huge disadvantage, especially if you play Russians or Partisans, I still loved it all the way through. Like, I might get a little bit salty in my voice tone when I'm reading rules, because I'm like, oh my god, how can you do this for so cheap, whereas my army's so elite. I still love it, and there's no like huge, you have to know all these different rules, and like each army is completely different from each other. The game is like, is this dude with rifle? Everybody's army is the exact same for range and damage. Is this a tank and has a heavy gun? Well, my tank has a heavy gun. Shoots the same body, just looks cool, unique to the army. The only thing that changes is the 3 to 4 unique rules each army has, and it's so little. It changes a lot, but it's such a little change that it doesn't destroy rules in the rulebook. Unlike Gene Stealer Call with their being able to deploy turn 1, or you got dudes that are like, oh, my stratagem makes it so half the dice rolls don't hurt me, so half the core mechanic, it doesn't mess with the core mechanic of the game. The core mechanic is there to be a core mechanic. It's not to be messed with, and that was another big problem I've had with 8th edition when it came out in 7th. But Bolt Action doesn't have that. It's been on 2nd edition for like 5 years, and they're still not going to be changing it soon. They just have a couple of source books that actually give a lot of fun to the army, but you only just need the rulebook and a starter box, which, talking about starter boxes, is what we're actually opening today. We have the British-Canadian 1943-45 starter box, and put it on the camera here. I really like it. You basically just cut that off, and that's what it is. The Canadian starter army, because they still kept the British as their own box, but this is their first new models that they've done for infantry for 2020 in plastic, I believe, that I've seen at least. They're making a plastic Yag Tiger, and I was like, I really wanted to buy a true scale one of those, but if they're just going to release in plastic, I want to support them because these guys definitely have earned my support. I've only had 2 issues with them, but I can kind of lay some of the weight of those problems to COVID. But anyways, so we're going to be looking at this. So if you guys want to start into Bolt Action, it's actually the cheaper option I've found compared to other games. Like your skirmish games, of course, are always going to be your cheaper choice, like Infinity, Malifaux, Star Wars Legion is a huge one right now, and I actually have a little tiny, like 4 units army of rebels because I'm waiting, because I know 4 other dudes who want to split boxes with me because they want to go into the robots, and I want to do clones. So I'm waiting to spend most of my money on that, on those guys, and this little rebel force is just because I wanted to paint up Luke Skywalker and some rebel troops because I really love their gear in the games and in the movies. Anyways, so I've already unwrapped this and unboxed it just to make sure all the bits were there. Always do that. These guys are really good at replacing stuff for you, even though they're in England. Unlike 40k, I find, again, they don't cuck us over for being Americans. Generalization, like North Americans. Whereas 40k, like Games Workshop, seems to very much love their European fan base, so they get the best pricing and all this shit, whereas all you countries out across the sea basically get screwed over for pricing because of our currencies and all that stuff, and they don't properly sit on that. Whereas I find with Warlord, they've been around, they sell more than just Bolt Action. Like, they sell, you think of any point in history, they make a game for it or a cool alternate history version of it. They're all great, they're all really good models, and I've only ever seen them change the price on stuff twice. And when you do the conversion, there's not that much of a difference. Like, I might be paying a little bit more, sometimes I even pay a little bit less than if I bought this in pounds or in American. So they're actually fairly priced. Like, it's still a miniatures game. It's just like buying a house versus buying a car. You're gonna buy, it's more expensive to start than compared to buying you're buying a car. So buying like a starter box, like, yeah, $200, but this is what you get in it. If you guys can see, hopefully I can get this to focus, the damn lighting. But you get all that. Maybe I can get it on here. Oh, maybe. Nope. No, it's not gonna focus. But you get 36 dudes, medium machine gun. You basically get an entire, just like every miniature game, they have sort of like a list how you. And again, we'll go into the more story with this, like when we talk about the game with Bryce and all that, but basically it's how you balance the game, how you build an army. And this is that. This is the entire army you'll ever need to play in one box. Yes, you can buy other units and buy more to change up the weapons, but for just a historical game, you buy one of these boyos, you buy some of their terrain, which their terrain is really good, can work with 40k, and This is another thing why I really love other options in Warlord. They don't charge you $80 for a freaking building that's this tall, like about your normal house height in a 32mm scale game. It's not made in China, and I think some, depending on which one, there is some made in UK, some made in Thailand, and some made in Canada, but your Chinese house that's made like this has ultimate has semi customizations to the even cheaper stuff has none, but it looks nice. $20 Canadian. $20 for a house this big to play. And Games Workshop charges a plastic, not customizable building about the same size, made in China. Because their huge thing used to be everything was made in the UK, printed, designed, and built in the UK. Is $80 Canadian, $60 to $80 Canadian. That's the same price as one box of 5 Space Marines, depending on certain ones. So you see why a lot of these people are leaving Games Workshop, and why it's really hard as a supplier. And this might be another thing you want to get into if you guys are really interested about what it's like to own a store. Like, I don't own one, but the generalization, like what it's like to work with Games Workshop. I'd have to take a look at their policy stuff. Again, another reason why I don't like it. But I have to take a look at their policies of what I can talk about. But if you guys are interested in it, please let me know. So that's the lid. There's nothing on the back of the box. It's very blank. It's a white box because it is like a model. So that's the back. New laws and stuff they have to put a sticker on it that says lead free. But let us get into the box. So everything's open. I haven't built anything. I built one thing, but that's because the body fell off. Anyways, sorry. Cat hair got all over my nose. Whew. Speaking a lot. And I haven't even got into the box, and we're already 30 minutes in. I'm sorry about the rambling. If you guys are watching, I'm taking a look here. I don't mean to ramble. I don't have my co-host with me or Brody yet, so I don't really have much direction. So let's just get right into it. Get this done quickly so we can stop the game with Brody. So first off, at the top of my box, this is the Cromwell, I believe, right? It's a Cromwell in the box. Churchill. I do have a Cromwell, but yeah, this is the Churchill. This is their big land boat. This can be made into the Avery. For those who have played or looked on the Warlord option, there's a thing called Trexx, I believe. They're for those who play Warhammer. They're basically the Forge world of bolt action. A Rubicon is like another, could be like their other, their other Forge world, but it's just I cannot find anywhere that sells them. Anyways, so here's the sprue. They're older plastic. It's much darker. It's a fun time. It's the side. The hull. But yeah, so the reason why I was bringing up Trenchworks is because this can make the Averys that they're making. It's just their Averys are, I believe, a little bit more true scale. So they're a little bit more thicker, more bigger. Here's their bits. And that's the last bit of the sprue right there. So that's their tank. That's foam. Then we get into the, this is another thing I love about them. This is this is basically the troops. So this is the, would be in a troop box. There's 30 dudes here, 30 bodies. And you make your HQ squad, your sniper, your medic, your anti-tank team, and your 3 10-man units out of this box. And this will, they're older stuff because this is, again, brand new plastic, so it's a lot more better detailed, more gems packed. So it's about $65 Canadian, but you get an entire army of dudes in one box. Like, this is it. So you can either buy these guys separately, which I'd highly recommend if you already have the rulebook or some other British, because there's some duplicates. Like they've added. We can go into it more depth maybe someday. But anyways, so we'll show you the sprues. There's, I think, a nice split of two different sprues. Because the idea, just like any other war game, is like they're kind of like built like this, and they snap them off. So actually, that's the same sprue. I'm just gonna try to find the opposite sprue. Here we go. Nope, nope. Did they make them the same sprue? Am I just blind? Might be. Oh, no. They all might be the same. All B. Yeah, they're all the same sprue. So yeah. So I guess we can look at this one sprue. They all look to be the same. So they got all... Oh, there's my camera. They basically got quite a bit loaded up here. Again, this is why I want a better camera. But yeah. So you got one sprue, two, just double checking to make sure there is no difference, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You get 6 sprues of dudes. There goes GG slumping away. So that's that. Then we get deeper in the box. You get your transport, which I believe they should have given us 2 for the price, because in the game, vehicles that can carry people do have a sort of limit of how many dudes can fit in them, and a universal carrier can only fit 5. So in the rules, you're allowed to take 2 of these and put a split of 10-man unit into 2 of them, as long as when they get out, they all get out at the same time. Anyways, so this is the universal carrier. Again, an older plastic of theirs. They're dirt cheap though. They're like 20 bucks to buy. Again, it makes sense. Whereas Games Workshop would probably charge you like $50 for this. But yeah. So that's the transport. I'm just going to put all the vehicles here in the bag. If you're still here, people, Soul, thank you for staying. I know I can kind of be annoying, but we're here. We're having fun, hopefully. We're going to have more fun once we actually get that game going. So, as I seal this up, so that way I can keep all my bits from not falling apart. That's why they keep them in bags in case they fall off the sprue. We get into the end parts here and we into our metals. So, we have our team here. This is our mortar team. So they do your big AoE blasts. Mortars are pretty good. The British, I know, / Canadian, because if you want to play Canadians, you can either, and I'd highly recommend doing it the way I did, because there's some stuff that changes, is you can, they have this box that you can buy if you're brand new that comes with the D-Day Canada book, which is basically supposed to be your codex for them. But I'd say your best bet is probably buying the British book, and then buying some British dudes or this box, or buying the Canadians by themselves, choosing your own tanks. You'd be pretty safe to go Canadian box of infantry, artillery piece or mortar, and either the lesser of the two, like the Cromwell Churchill, or my favorite, the Sherman. Go with the Sherman and the Firefly. There's the GG. Hello Kitty. I know. Yes. But yeah. So that's basically what you want to start. And get a truck. Don't get a universal carrier. Try to get an M3, like half track, and or just a truck model, because they can hold more dudes. Universal carrier is nice because it's armored, so small arms fire can't kill it. Which, again, we can get into that when we talk about rules. Anyways, we have our markers for damage, so you can tell how hurt your vehicle is, because that does matter in the game. Then we have my favorite units in the army, or in the game, MMG teams or HMG teams, medium machine gun, heavy machine guns. So they're all metal too. These are really nicely detailed. I love their metal models. Then we have your anti-tank gun. which that is also metal. I love the Pack 40 is my all-time favorite, but I love anti-tank guns and their teams. And then we basically, in the end, we have our instructions and our bases. But the cool thing that they've done, and I hope they add to their next line of models and keep, is they've added an oval base. It's wood, yes, but it's a base. It doesn't matter. But they've added an oval base that will actually fit the gun on it. So because every other gun I've bought or got in the star box, and I've got everything German. I have every German units, an army box, all that stuff. And they come with these bases, and you might be saying, well, that base looks kind of big, like what's the problem? That's the two differences. So that's that right in the smack in the middle. The gun wheels will sit here. The support goes up to about here. So that's a long line. Like, I'm gonna paint over this, so I'll just draw it on here for you. So if the tire is here, and the other tire is here, we got base, gun, barrel. The arms go about here and here. And then you have a dude here. Actually draw the base to actually be more representative of the oval. And this is just like a standard 3-team gun. So if you're looking at it, that's how it lays out. It might be a little bit smaller in the front here, but this is the general length, and the squares that represent the base of the models. So that they wanted you to fit onto that. So as you can kind of see, unless you do some cutting, your barrel is going to be the same length of this, and it pops out. So that's why I'm really ecstatic this was in here. Then of course you have your thing of bases. If you buy the box of units separately, they'll be in there also. Their bases are really nice. I like them. They're very easy to customize. And lastly, your instruction sheets. They didn't give me an instruction sheet. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it. Ignore the ramblings of me, Universe. For those who might not be historians or know much about the war, this will definitely help you kind of explain what everything is in color, so you can kind of see. Shows you some dudes printed. If you have sprues that are different from each other, it'll show you all the sprues and what you'll need. And then this on the back here will kind of show you some examples of what you'd have, kind of like where to look at, what this dude is. And on their newer ones, what they're starting to do is they're showing you painting schemes and kind of like layouts. So if you want to do Canadians, this is what you do. If you want to do British, this is what you do. But that's that. That's the starter box taking a look at here. I'm excited to build it. I've been waiting for these guys for a bit. I love my favorite thing historical wise has always been the Operation Market Garden and the Ardennes, however you say it. Those two sort of scenarios have always been my favorite in history when it comes to war stuff. So I'm excited to paint these guys up, build them. I now have all the models and units required to play my campaign books. So we're getting into that. But with that, that was just my quick rambling and unboxing. I'm going to switch over the cameras now here. I'm going to try to get Brody into the chat. And we're going to play some Hell Let Loose. Keeping with the theme. So thank you guys for stopping by, listening to my mad ramblings of box unboxing, there you go, of some new stuff. Sorry if it felt kind of rushed. I had some plans for today, but it seems like they got canceled, so I actually have a little bit more time than I thought I was. I was going to actually leave quite early today to go set up for some event stuff that we were doing, but I have more time now because I'll be leaving tomorrow. So yep, I'm gonna go do that. I'll leave the chats up here if you guys want to ask me some questions. I'll answer them as best I can. And we'll return once I have Brody in the game set up. So yeah, again, for those who might be joining at this part of the video, thank you for stopping by. It's Friday Hangouts again. We just unboxed / did a quick look through the Canadian starter box. I might do a more in-depth look at it. I did build one guy, so he's still drying. I'm kind of kit bashing him with some arms I had. They don't come with grease guns. That's what this gun is that he has is called. But the body, the head is all brand new. Might take some photos, but so I'm basically waiting for his arm to dry so I can shorten the ammo, like the magazine, because it's not that long. But yeah, it's gonna paint them up as the Highlanders, the Nova Scotia guys, the ones with the socks. I'm gonna paint them up. I forget what their exact name is, so forgive me on that. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'll have them built up. I'll take photos. I'll do a more in-depth video on my personal channel. But we maybe take a look at my Star Wars Legion stuff. Maybe sit down with Bryce and do a more in-depth talk about how bolt action plays. But yeah, we're gonna switch over to that. Thank you for stopping by. We do this every Friday from 3 to 8. I usually record the first 2 hours. Again, if you guys have any rules questions about any sort of non-digital games, we have the shelf of knowledge. You can dig through there and find the answer for you. And we might even play some games live once we get an actual good camera or on tabletop sim. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. We will see you in the next section of the stream here as I set this all up.
Hello.
Excuse me. Oh. And we are back. I'm gonna just turn down the music here. There we go. Seeing as we need actual volume for this, but here we are. Yeah, that's gonna free up problem. Anyways, hey guys, we are here. We are in the game. All that. There might be a bit lag because we are streaming this while playing this, and this game does require a little bit more out of my computer than most. My computer is old. It is not good. So we're gonna just lower some of the graphics here. Maybe that will help. Hopefully it's not too loud. Oh, not epic. There we go. Oh, I guess you can only do medium. Alright. Anyways, so we're in. This is the, as I punch my microphone, this is the starting area when you get into the game. As Brody's talking to me about that. Get back to my chat here so I can see you guys. Can send me questions on the live chat here because I can't see it now because my screen's up. But we're gonna get. It looks like we're gonna get into a game, and he's going to join us. If you see that the wording is maybe slightly cut off on the screen, it's because of I'm gonna turn down the volume because it's loud for me. It's causing my ears to crinkle. There we go. It's playing the victory music. Okay, anyways, disconnected. Oh, because I'm not in a game. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so if you guys see that words are cut off, it's because of my my graphics setting. But anyways, we're gonna go find a game. I find that the biggest problem with this game, besides the lack of content, besides compared to say Postscriptum, its rival. Again, Postscriptum was made by a large actual team and has been out for a little bit longer and does have mod support, so they can just take stuff from there. Hell Let Loose is a lot more stable, especially on lower end PCs, and it's made by a bunch of dudes who are really passionate about history, and they're not a huge game developer yet, so that's why I like it a lot more. It's not as serious, it's not super millisim, but it's got like that nice what Battlefield 5 should have been, like that classic Battlefield 1942 met with the updated gameplay and quality of Battlefield 5. And if you guys have seen, I'd recommend checking out gameplay of this on a higher, with someone who's playing on max graphics, because it's beautiful. You're going to be seeing the low end to medium end of graphics on this game when playing through me. So you're not going to get the best quality of the game. Right now, there's another problem, like I was going to say. The game, it's really hard to get into matches because a lot of the ones that are English close by are always full. There's no way to make your own offline or friends only server with AI as it is now. Oh, that's in Russian. Huge Russian and German freaking play group. I guess we'll go with these guys, but Trying to find one with very low ping. French. Come on. Where is a good one that we can join? I don't speak German. That's the problem. Well, we're gonna hope that Brody's German can help us, because we can't speak any other language, because I am a pleb. If it ever loads up. Check how we're doing on the actual thing here. Yeah. So it looks like we're still going and whatnot. So Brody is just waiting for food. So he'll join us later. So we're going to join a side here. The Americans, because we're American. We're going to join these guys for now. So as you can see here, you have your different helmet here. This headset is not very comfortable at all. But as you can see here, we have our different units. So we have and they're all historically accurate, which is nice. So you have your officer, your unit. You can only have one per unit. So that's what these numbers right here mean. So 1 out of blank. So 1 out of 1 means we have our dude. You can have as many you can have up to 6 riflemen. You have, and then everyone else is basically 1 out of 1. Your assault is the dude that carries like your Thompson or your bar. Basically, yeah, they're like your fast moving, your auto, your thing. I believe assault is unique to the Americans. In the historic reasons, I believe they would be kind of like your second in command, because they carry the Thompson stuff. But anyways, the Americans war was about fast paced, rapid fire. So this is your secondary machine gun basically in the unit. So you'd get 2 machine guns. Then you'd have this is your second machine gun. So you're basically running a lot of rapid fire. So you have 3 submachine guns, or 2 submachine guns, or 1 submachine gun and 2 bars. So you way superior unit-wise compared to the Germans. You have your medic, this class that I like to play. Your support, which is like they build stuff, they carry your supplies, they can call artillery strikes, stuff like that. You have your machine gunner, which is exactly what you think it is. They're the guy who runs around with the big gun that helps suppress. You have your anti-tank, which is your bazooka carrier. Then you have your engineer, which actually does all the building and the repairing on vehicles and disarming landmines, putting down landmines, stuff like that. And then, of course, you have, if you're playing different ones, you have your spotter, sniper, so you guys can run around in the enemy area. You have your tank stuff. I really love the tank gameplay in this game. That's what I mostly do. But if I'm doing infantry, I'm trying to do machine gunner and medic. but it looks like they've been taken up. So I'm gonna go to the assault role, or I'll go the rifleman role. Oh, the automatic rifleman just opened up, so I'm gonna take that. So we're gonna confirm. Of course, you have your appearance. You can change your looks as you level up. You can change them how they look. We're gonna just do regular calm because we're not on the winter, not yet, anyways. Which that's coming up very soon. They're gonna be unlocking Kursk here very soon. But yeah. So once we've done that, this is our map. The blue is us, red is them. These triangles are where you can spawn, where it's flashing blue. That's where we can actually deploy because it's our units. They've added this in the recent patch, which I actually really like a lot. I wish it would just red out those which you cannot spawn on. But yeah, it looks like we don't have a commander. The commander is where you who calls in artillery strikes and all that stuff. So we're just gonna click here. Anyone that's green on the map is part of our squad and whatnot. But yeah, and as we get into the game after this 13-second waiting period, we'll kind of see how the game actually looks in game. Yeah. So we are in the game. My field of view is wonky because I'm usually on my bed when I'm playing. But yeah, so this is the game as textures load in. It is a huge freaking map, so do consider that when you look at this. The textures will load in slowly. Even more worse because my computer is definitely lower quality. But this game, you don't have your counters. You don't have a. Why are you doing this, keyboard? You're right beside it, basically. You don't have a mini map, crosshairs, any of that.
Right.
Hello. We have an ally here. He's green. He's a engineer of sorts. Looks like we have command. If you want to see our map, this is our map. Our sergeant can tell us to go places. It looks like we're assaulting someplace. This is a spawn point. Sorry if I'm rapid firing these Q&As out. It looks like we're in the middle of a fight here, so we're gonna try moving in. So let's see what the assault guy we have. Our repair, our build, so we can help build. They've added melee into the game finally. So we have our combat knife. The Germans have shovels. You can peek. Oh. We're gonna run over to our guys here. So yeah, this is the game. Friendlies, if you get to a certain range, which you can set in the settings, will have pop-ups to tell you who they are your friends. Besides that, if you see a person moving and they don't have a circle above their head, and they're definitely really close, then that's usually an enemy. Be careful though, because explosions and bullets, stray bullets, can hurt and kill allies. And you get penalties for respawning for killing allies, even if it was an accident. For voice chat, you have, as a basic dude of part of infantry, you have two sort of ways of communication. You have proximity chat, which is the one I did with this guy, which is in white. That's V. What? Really? Really? I hurt myself that badly by doing that. Okay. But anyways. Oh, it looks like they give you multiple for assault. Anyways. And then you have your team chat, so your unit chat. And that lets you talk to anyone in your unit if you're dead or alive. What's this guy doing over here? But yeah. That lets you chat with dudes on your unit, and then if you're I am getting suppressed. No time to chat. Throw the grenade. Ugh. I'm down. Anyways, then if you're the sergeant, you basically get a third option, which is it lets you talk to the commander and other sergeants in the game. So that way you can unify your units and stuff together. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna hold it. It looks like we have no medics coming. Oh. Anyways, so yeah. As a warning, I am very bad at this game. I don't know what it is with mouse and keyboard when it comes to first-person shooters, but I really suck at them on mouse and keyboard. I'm definitely way better when playing. Oh, I missed it. Damn it! When playing controller, which this game is going to get controller support here in the future, along with console releases. So that's going to be fun. If you guys want to play a game like this, but you only have a console, or you don't have a really strong computer, Genjin or whatever, the guys who do War Thunder, is making a infantry-based one called Enlisted. It is now out of paid-for beta on console. Highly recommend checking it out. It's got a cool concept behind it. It's like this, but you're the commander of the unit, and the AI controls your squad mates. And you still get that classic Genjin tank gameplay. So it looks kind of cool. We're gonna crouch here. Yeah. Who's shooting you? Whom has shot you? Probably a sniper of some sort. Oh. Where's my talk? Oh, there it is. We have a sniper in the field over here. Where am I? I'm around here somewhere. Well, that's me. So that would be like 4E. Bottom left corner 4E. Oh. That's a vehicle. Yeah, there we go. Got snippy sniped. How far are we on the recording here? OBS, come to me. An hour and 11. I don't want to call it this early because all that stuff. But anyways, I guess we'll play for a little bit longer here, and hopefully you guys are looking at this terrible train wreck. Oh, looks like people are abandoning my team, so I can change my role. Okay. We're going to stay to automatic rifleman, because at the end of the game we'll actually get better better experience for the longer you play a class. main goal of this game is, it changes from time to time, because they've kind of changed the meta of placing these things. So you see things like this, and things like that. So the core concept of this game is, we're playing historical battles, trying to do the missions and stuff based off those. And as we have this map here, we have grids. So we're trying to basically, the main core, huge part of it is, we're trying to push towards their HQ, so their big permanent base. And they're trying to push to ours. Oh, that's a tank. That's our tank though, so we're good. But yeah, we're trying to do that. And each kind of section, or sector as they're called, so a bar of those, kind of like think Tetris, when you kind of combine them together, they give you things like resources, and the further you're towards enemy base that you captured, the more it gives you. So you need oil, munitions, and stuff like that, and that's how resources you use to buy respawns and things like that. I'm dead. I got killed by a tank. But use that for respawns, for tanks, for artillery strikes, building AT guns, all that stuff. And at the end, the winner is determined based off of resources and how far they have pushed. So that's kind of the game there. Let's see if this medic will come and revive me. I don't think he is. I think he's running away. Oh, which is a fair point. He's being shot at. Yeah, and he's dead. So we're gonna respawn. Okay, well, we've lost our forward deployment zone. It looks like they're pushing pretty well. So we're gonna deploy. The first time really the Germans are doing pretty good. The joke is the Americans usually always win, because they're people that actually talk to each other and play the game properly. Whereas the Germans, you join the Germans for the memes and the running around and saying you have a Luger and an idea, but where?
Ja.
Oh, we hear people speaking.
Sollen wir alle sterben?
Oh. Covering fire, pull up bandages, heal. You can heal yourself with bandages, or you can heal others. Unless you're medic, you only get one per life. After, where am I? I'm here. We kind of need. If you're a commander, you're basically, you get way more pings, so you can be like, hey, artillery here, or hey, tank move here. Now, there's smoke, and I can't really see, so I don't want to shoot into our, into friendly. Especially since we got a Sherman up there, or a Stuart. What was that? That was a funky animation. Anyways. Throw another grenade. The grenade can't hurt the tank, so we're good. So right click again is your zoom like every other game, but if you hold shift while zooming, it holds your breath kind of, and it zooms you in further, slightly further. I didn't know that because the game didn't tell me that when I first started playing. We're gonna try moving behind this dead shirt. Is it alive or is it dead? Oh god, they're behind us. Alright. Well, that was the thing. I was gonna move behind that Sherman. But yeah, as you can kind of see, as much as I am really bad at this, and I wish we could get, yep, and I wish we could have gotten into an English server, so you guys can kind of understand what's going on. This is basically what Battlefield should have been. I feel the deploying time is a little bit slower. I believe what they should have done if they wanted to go historical, because they kind of want to go realism with this game, is that, but keep it still fun, is the closer you are to your HQ, like your end zone, the quicker you should respawn. So like, if I'm right here, it should only be like 10 seconds to respawn in. Whereas if, say, I'm in the middle of the map away from German HQ or American HQ, and I'm that, then it should take a little bit longer because it's basically redeploying the troops, bringing the troops up in the trucks through friendly. Oh, that's friendly. But yeah. Because there's already the 10 seconds to respawn, so you can get to the screen. And then there's... yeah. That guy's a machine gunner. Why? You idiot. Why? They're all behind there. It's not like I could have warned the guy that I threw a grenade because I freaking can't speak language, which kind of sucks. But as you guys can tell, this game is very much very communication is key. You definitely have to have a mic to play this game. Now, if there was AI, on the other hand, then playing this with a keyboard with your friends might be a choice, but that doesn't exist yet. Ow, sorry. I'm dying over here. The nice thing about this is, though, friendly medics can heal, resurrect others, so they're not just stuck to their squad. I'm wondering what's taking so... Oh, I see some people over there. I'm wondering what's taking Brody's food so long. Ow. Anyways. I guess we'll go... It seems like this round's about to finish anyways. Yeah. Yeah, threw a grenade, the guy ran into it. Anyways, we'll go till the round's over. And then we'll call it there. Check our YouTube posting here. I should be looking into that. So far, nothing. No talking. I can redeploy now. Oh, it looks like we've taken a sector back. Nice. Team Crumpets, will I have you? It'd be nice to be able to see past that where that smoke is in detail. Definitely being able to have vision in the game is potentially... Oh, damn it, keyboard. You're like literally right beside the thing. Yeah, having vision definitely will give you an advantage. They're introducing nighttime maps. That's going to be interesting. They're also bringing the Russians, so with the first map being Battle of Kursk. They're also going to be looking at bringing in the English to the game. I want to see them bring the Italians, because no one ever really... excuse me. No one ever really does the Italians. The only game I've ever seen do them was Battlefield 1942, which they were, as much as they were a meme, they were a huge factor in the, the Axis. Throwing grenade. I'm throwing a grenade. But yeah, so, Granata, I guess. Oh. So yeah. So yeah. So they're bringing those in. There's going to be a campaign, console support. If you guys do want to play though, with other Axis forces and Japanese, and have that fun, play Postscriptum, especially if you have a better computer than I do. It is a lot of fun, and the mod support is really cool. Mod support, I usually basically use it for the cool Halloween zombie mode they did. You can get those factions that they haven't made yet, new maps that you can make. Yeah. HD check texture packs if you want to kill your computer even more. But yeah. Oh, can I hop over? Yeah, there we go. Forward observation post, that's where we can respawn. If it's ours, but I don't think it is, since I'm running around with another unit. Oh, there's one of our dudes. Is that our commander? Yeah, or is he recon? He might be recon. He has binoculars. Oh. Well, that's Sherman. Okay, I'm gonna follow Sherman. Oh, no, get down. You can run while crouching, so. Who's shooting a rocket? Who shoots rockets? Oh yeah, also recommend playing this in headphones because the sound in this game is so good in the area. Oh. Get down, get down. Yeah, there's no like regenerative health. I am bleeding out, so I'm going to die here. So I'm just gonna charge up. I have nothing else to do. I'm going to die. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Vorne steht ein Tank mitten auf der Straße.
There is enemies around here.
It's a tank in the street.
Ah. Yep. There we go. I bled out. Yeah. Oh, cool. Brody is here now, so we're gonna go hop into that channel here quickly. At least he'll be with us near the end of this whole stream. Actually, I'll just pull him up here. Boop. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
My position is taken.
Oh no.
Do we want to make our own?
Sure, we can make our own. Just let me leave the group here.
All right.
What position did you want?
Machine gunner.
Ah, that means I'll have to be the Sargento then. Okay.
Yeah. But I got you, BB.
Create infantry. I have created infantry.
Okay, is it Love or Mike?
Is Love.
Easy, hast du einen Supporter dabei?
I was hoping you'd be Sergeant because I can't speak German.
You can sprechen kleinen Deutsch.
No, and the commanders are all in German.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
technically you could.
I can translate.
You can cheat by listening to the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess. Where are we dropping?
That's different.
Kann auch zu dir kommen sonst.
I was gonna go to Garrison on H4.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Hier kommt ein Tiger. Mike Marker.
So how's your day been?
Pretty good. Lots of running around. So trying the game out for the past little bit. I got adopted by some British people.
Nice. Oh, my back. Unboxed my Canadian forces that I bought recently.
Nice, nice.
Ah, I am here. Hello.
All right, hello, so am I.
Hello. Alright, so, for those watching, this is Brody. He is the machine gunner. I am the sergeant of the unit, so I actually have some cool things. I have smoke grenades, normal grenades, med packs. I can deploy garrisons. So that's our fort sort of respawning spot. I have my mech stuff, I have binoculars, so that lets me
Tiger steht jetzt.
target places for our commander and call in aerial strikes and whatnot, and give commands. Normally, if we were playing a game where I could understand people, the commander is telling me to do something and I cannot understand. But yeah, and then I'd tell Brody, hey, so commander is telling us to attack the barn in sector FH, and then I'd be like, hey team, we're going to FH. And then I'm basically responsible for keeping Brody alive. So I think for this time, until we can actually get into a server where we can actually understand and start, I think we're just going to play to have fun. I don't think we're actually going to try anything. Oh, did you know if you push shift, Brody, when you're aiming down sight, you'll aim further? Oh,
Links,
to our left.
links.
Das hinten man sieht.
Also die verdrehst du auch.
Pull out the binoculars. Try to figure out where these guys are.
Fullweg unter starkem Angriff.
Oh.
Fullweg braucht Unterstützung.
Where are these bastards?
Garnison bei Hohlweg Orant.
Oh, they're in that tree line. See where my
Can
ping
you hear me? Sorry,
is? Yeah, I can hear you.
I've been telling you where they were. My bad.
Oh,
I think I was just a bit too quiet.
yeah. Where's my... Oh, that's it. Oh god.
Nice.
For... yeah. Deploy. 4H is heavily under fire. Request some sort of support from a tank. Garrison at 4H. That's a friend.
Panzermarker Item ist aktuell.
No, in between us and the friend, there's an enemy hiding in the bush.
Ah.
So be careful. I don't know if we got him or not.
Yeah, I saw a guy running and then there was a blue dot over him, so I'm just like, oh.
Ist aktuell.
Gonna move into this foxhole, and then set up behind this sandbag or wall. Ja, das ist gut, mein Freund.
Panther auf Hauptmarker.
Da ist ein fetter Panzer.
Ja, Panzerschreck. Achtung, Panzer.
We have a tank in on ping.
Ah, scheiße. It's okay. I'm bridging the language barrier for them.
I'm just telling command that we have a tank. Panzer last seen by down glider by Garrison in 4H.
I hear a lot of stuff going on. I don't see anything yet.
Oh, right there by the oh, that's friendly by the Sherman.
Yeah, that is friendly.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
playing
move
on lower,
up over here.
Yeah, I'm playing on lower graphics, so the little marker to tell you that once an ally doesn't spawn until like 2 seconds later.
Ah. I'm seeing movement, but very far ahead of us.
Let me pull up my binoculars.
In
Ping.
the north side.
North.
How do I ping? I haven't actually
Middle.
done that yet.
Aim and then middle scroll, like scroll wheel. There you go. Oh, by the cows.
There you go. Up over beyond that tree, kind of where that ally is, there's a lot of shooting. Move up to this building up right there. Oh, what was that? I heard some shooting. Oh, it's just friendly sniper.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Oh, not so friendly sniper. Be careful.
Going to the side. What map position are we in? Oh god. The crunchy goodness. Oh, what map position was that? Where are you? You're right there, so that's...
Easy, du hast jetzt das Preis neben dir. Könntest du gar nicht machen, ne?
G...
Jo gesehen, bin nur wichtig.
G4. I'd say somewhere around...
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Gar nicht, wenn Angriff steht.
Yeah, I'm
Lad, who's coming for me?
I should also be putting
Okay,
down
schön.
mercenaries, but...
Herr Doctor!
See, I can also see things now like you should attack here and shit. Alright, so where were you on the map? They're over here. I want to say there was... Do you know the general direction you were shot at by the sniper?
No, I'm just respawning. I'm like, nothing, like, I'm way too out in the open to be saved. That was dumb on my part. I thought he could run to this cover. I'm gonna spawn. I'm on this garrison that's behind enemy lines here. And, 4H.
I tried.
Feindlichen Panther rausgenommen.
It wouldn't let me.
Well, believe in me and send a letter back to my mom.
I spawned on the top right garrison there. Where am I going? Am I going the right way or am I going backwards? Oh, I'm going the right way. Oh, no, that was an enemy.
Ich baue gleich eine Rallye bei Charlie.
Oh, I found the sniper.
Und noch ein Vogel.
Here. We have an
Ich habe
enemy.
jetzt 3 feindliche OPs rausgenommen.
Rallye steht.
How do you say enemy recon?
No clue.
We got hostile infantry in G and H. We could just ask for a bombing run.
It's true. Cause yeah, we're having a hell of a time over here.
Yeah, because I know they're in the freaking. Oh,
GG.
we lost.
You.
Yeah. There we go.
Germany always wins.
Which is funny because the joke is the Americans always win. See, where are you in our group? Make sure to give each other awards.
Oh, How do I do that?
Find me and click the little circle beside my name. There you go.
Yeah.
That gives you bonus experience.
Nice. Oh, that's probably how I leveled up so much in the first game. My commanders loved me.
But with that, I think, guys, I want to put my graphics back up so we can actually play properly. This has been the Friday Hangout recording session / live stream section of the thing. Again, it's been kind of wonky because I had plans originally for today that has fallen through. But if you guys like this or you want to see an actual full gameplay, because I know these can be pretty long with a lot of players, or you want to see us play Nintendo, like Switch again, I'm gonna leave the thingy. I'm gonna leave the server. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, please make sure to leave comments on our social medias and stuff. Come by, we play. We have our, because we can't do events in store anymore. We have our events now online every Friday from 3 to 8. I'm gonna head over into the more public chat after we're done playing here. And stuff like that. I know Eric's down there, so if you guys want to talk to him about Warhammer and stuff, feel free to do so. If you want to see me do some more painting next time, all that stuff, or play some games, we'll do that. But I think that is it. I'm going to go. This has been me and Brody playing some Hell Let Loose. I know I'm not the best, but it is what it is. Do you want to say anything before you leave, Brody? Because I know we were actually waiting on you, but you weren't able to come in until the end.
It's a really fun game, and it is exceptional for the price. So if you like World War stuff, pick it up.
Yeah, I deemed it to be what Battlefield 5 should have been. Would you agree on this thought?
That's an oof, but the truth. That's pretty accurate, you know? It reminds me of what the successor to Battlefield 1 should have been.
It reminds me very much like Battlefield 1942, but with like Battlefield 3 graphics.
Yeah,
Battlefield
that's a good
3
one as well.
mechanics. Anyways, that'll be it. I'm going to take a last quick look at our chat here, just make sure I'm not missing anyone, answer any questions. But I'm going to go, and we will see you guys in the, as GG bonks on my window, we will see you guys in the next video.